The big silver ship moved slowly through the dark space. Inside, Captain Velthar looked at his screen with 3 eyes. His green skin showed he was happy. This was just another day of work for him. "Sir, we found something," said Quindal. She was tall and white like a ghost. Her voice was soft like music. "There is a small star system here. It has planets." Captain Velthar nodded. "Good. Let us look at it. Maybe we can find new friends for the Galactic Council." For many years, the Galactic Council had been finding new planets. They would visit each planet and make friends with the people there. Then they would help them join the big family of space people. It was always the same. The new people would be happy to get help. They would give up their weapons and live in peace. "The 3rd planet looks interesting," said Zixara. She had 6 arms and big black eyes. "There are many people living there. They make a lot of noise." Captain Velthar smiled. "What kind of noise?" "They talk about fighting a lot," Zixara said, making a sound like laughing. "They have many shows about wars. They make games about battles. It is very funny." On the planet Earth, far below the alien ship, Admiral Li Dongwu sat in his office. He was a strong man with gray hair. He looked at papers on his desk. The papers talked about new space weapons. "Sir," said Colonel Kim Tae-ho as he walked into the room. "Dr. Park found something strange in space." Admiral Lee looked up. "What did she find?" "A big metal object. It is not from Earth. Dr. Park thinks it might be from another planet." Admiral Lee stood up fast. "Are you sure?" "Yes, sir. Dr. Park is very smart. She does not make mistakes about these things." In her lab, Dr. Park, so young, looked at her computer screen. She was a young woman with long black hair. She wore thick glasses. The numbers on her screen showed something big was watching Earth. "This is not good," she said to herself. "They have been watching us for 3 days now." Engineer Choi Min-ho walked over to her. "What should we do?" "We need to tell the government," Dr. Park said, "but we must be careful. We do not know if they are friends or enemies." Back on the alien ship, the 3 aliens were reading Earth's internet. They found movies about wars. They found books about battles. They found games where people pretend to fight. "These humans are very strange," said Quindal. "They think about fighting all the time. But their weapons are so simple." Captain Velthar looked at pictures of Earth's tanks and guns. "Yes, they use metal bullets and small bombs. How cute. Our people stopped using such things a long time ago. Should we say hello to them?" asked Zixara. "Of course," said the captain. "They will be happy to meet us. We can teach them about peace. They can put away their little toys and join our family." The aliens did not understand something important. They thought humans were like all the other people they had met before. They thought humans would be afraid and would do what they were told. They were very wrong. On Earth, President Yoon Jae-sung sat in a big room with many important people. General Bae Hye-jin was there. She was a tough woman with short hair. Ambassador Lim Kyung-soo was there too. He was an old man who knew how to talk to people. "The aliens sent us a message," said Ambassador Lim. "They want to be our friends." "What do they want?" asked President Yoon. "They want us to join something called the Galactic Council. They say we will be safe if we do what they tell us to do." General Bae made an angry face. "What do we have to give them?" "All our weapons," said Ambassador Lim. "They say we do not need weapons anymore. They will protect us." The room became very quiet. President Yoon had been a soldier before he became president. He knew what it meant when someone asked you to give up your weapons. "How long do we have to think about it?" asked President Yoon. 30 days. President Yoon looked around the room. "Call all our best people. Scientists, soldiers, spies. We need to learn everything about these aliens." "Yes, sir," said General Bae. In another room, strategic analyst Oh Yoon-ji was reading the alien message again and again. She was a smart woman who could see things others could not see. "This is not a friendship offer," she told military researcher Kang Sung-min. "This is them telling us to surrender." Kang Sung-min nodded. "They think we are weak. They think we will be scared." "We need to show them they are wrong," said Oh Yoon-ji. Intelligence Officer Shin Yu-jin was listening to alien radio signals. She heard them talking about Earth. They are laughing at us, she told her team. They think our weapons are toys. They think we are like children playing war games. One of her helpers asked, "What should we do?" Shin Yu-jin smiled, but it was not a happy smile. Let them think that. While they laugh, we will get ready. All over Earth, people were working. In secret places, scientists were building new weapons. Soldiers were training harder than ever before. Computer experts were trying to break into alien systems. The aliens in space had no idea what was happening below them. They thought they knew everything about humans. They had watched human movies and read human books. But they did not understand the most important thing about humans. Humans had spent their whole history fighting, not just against each other, but against everything. Against wild animals, against nature, against diseases, against hunger. Fighting was not just something humans did. Fighting was what made humans human. The 30 days were passing quickly. The aliens were getting ready to welcome Earth into their peaceful family. They had done this many times before with other planets. It was always the same. The new people would be grateful and would do what they were told. But Earth was different. Earth was getting ready too. But Earth was not getting ready to join. Earth was getting ready to fight. The aliens would learn soon that humans were not like the other people in the galaxy. Humans were something new, something dangerous, something that would change everything. The countdown was starting. In just a few more days, the galaxy would discover what happens when you try to make friends with Earth's war machines. To be continued in Part 2. The 30 days were almost over. On the alien ship, Captain Velthar was happy. Soon Earth would join the Galactic Council. The humans would give up their small weapons and live in peace. But something strange was happening. "Sir," said Quindel, her white face looking worried. "I have been watching the humans more. They are different." "Different how?" asked Captain Velthar. "Their children play games about war, but these games are very smart. Smarter than the real armies of most planets we know." Zixara made a clicking sound with her mouth. "And their movies, sir. They make movies about destroying whole cities. They make movies about fighting in space. They think about war in ways we never imagined." Captain Velthar did not understand. "But they are just stories." "No, sir," said Quindal. "I think they are lessons. They are teaching each other how to fight better." On Earth, in a secret room under the ground, xenobiologist Ryu Seung-ho was talking to Lieutenant Commander Park Da-eun. "The aliens do not understand us," said Ryu Seung-ho. "They think we are like them, but we are not." "What do you mean?" asked Park Da-eun. "They come from planets where life was easy, where animals did not hunt each other, where people learned to live in peace." Ryu Seung-ho pointed to pictures on the wall. "But humans are different. We came from a world full of danger. We had to fight to survive every single day." Park Da-eun looked at the pictures. They showed lions, tigers, sharks, and other dangerous animals. "We did not just fight animals," continued Ryu Seung-ho. "We fought the cold, the heat, diseases, storms, earthquakes. Everything on Earth tried to kill us, so we learned to kill back. And we got very good at it," said Park Da-eun. The last day came. President Yoon was ready to give Earth's answer. He stood in front of cameras that would send his words to the alien ship. But first he had a surprise. "People of the Galactic Council," said President Yoon, "thank you for your offer. But before we answer, we want to show you something." In space, around Earth, lights began to turn on. Big lights, bright lights. Lights that showed the aliens something that made them very afraid. Ships. Hundreds of human ships. They had been hiding in the dark, but now they showed themselves. Fleet Admiral John Sora was on the biggest ship. She sent a message to the alien ship. "Hello, friends from space. These are Earth's war machines. We built them while you were watching us. We hope you like them." On the alien ship, Captain Velthar's 3 eyes opened wide. How did they build so many ships so fast?" "Sir," said Zixara, her voice shaking, "I do not think they built them in 30 days. I think they already had them." The truth was, worse than that. Humans had been ready for this day for a long time. They had been watching space, waiting for someone to come. They had been building weapons that could fight among the stars. Weapons engineer Lee Chan-woo showed the aliens what human weapons could really do. He fired a small metal rod from one of the ships. The rod was moving very fast. When it hit an old broken satellite, it made a flash of light that lit up half the planet. "That was just a small one," said Lee Chan-woo on the radio. "We have bigger ones." Cyber warfare specialist Nam Hai-wan had an even bigger surprise. While the aliens had been watching Earth, she had been watching them back. She had broken into their computer systems. "We know where you come from," said Nam Hai-wan. "We know how many ships you have. We know where your home planets are. We have been reading your messages for 20 days. The aliens could not believe. Dear, how could these primitive humans break into Galactic Council computers? They did not know that humans had been fighting with computers for many years. Human children learned to hack into systems before they learned to walk properly. To humans, breaking into alien computers was easy. Back on the alien ship, Captain Velthar was talking very fast into his radio. He was calling the Galactic Council, asking for help. "Emergency! Emergency! The humans are not what we thought. They have weapons, many weapons, very dangerous weapons." The Galactic Council met in a big room on their home planet. All the important aliens were there. They were all very scared. "How is this possible?" asked one alien leader. "They are just a new planet. New planets do not have space fleets." "They are not like other planets," said another leader. "They have been preparing for war since before they could travel in space." But the humans were not done showing their power. Spy. Master Go Min-jung had put listening devices in the council meeting room. She heard everything the aliens said. She told President Yoon what they were planning. "They want to call more ships," said Go Min-jung. "They want to force us to surrender." President Yoon smiled. "Let them try." The next day, negotiator Hwang Ji-hoon sent a message to the Galactic Council. But it was not the message they expected. "People of the Galactic Council," said Hwang Ji-hoon, "we have thought about your offer. We do not accept it. Instead, we have a different offer for you." The aliens could not believe what they were hearing. "We will be happy to work with you," continued Hwang Ji-hoon. "But we will not give up our weapons. We will not do what you tell us to do. We will work with you as equals, or we will not work with you at all. Also," he added, "we notice that your part of the galaxy has been very peaceful for a long time. Maybe too peaceful. There are dangerous things in the dark parts of space, things that want to hurt peaceful people like you. We can help you fight these things, but only if you treat us with respect." The Galactic Council was quiet for a long time. They had never heard words like this before. Every other planet had been happy to give up their freedom for safety. Finally, one of the alien leaders spoke. "What if we say no? What if we decide to make you join us by force?" Admiral Lee Dong-woo answered that question. "Then you will learn why every animal on Earth is afraid of humans. You will learn why we are the only species on our planet that hunts for fun. You will learn what happens when you try to hurt Earth's children." The aliens understood. They could fight the humans. They had more ships and older technology. But the humans had something the aliens had forgotten about long ago. The humans had the will to fight. The humans were not afraid to die. The humans would never give up, and that made them the most dangerous thing in the galaxy. 3 months later, Admiral Lee Dong-woo was flying in space with an alien ship. They were working together, looking for space pirates in the dark areas between stars. Ambassador Lim Kyung-soo was living on the Council home planet. He was teaching them about human ways. Some aliens were scared of him, but others were learning that humans could be good friends. General Bae Hyojin was training alien soldiers. She was teaching them how to fight like humans. The aliens were not very good at it, but they were trying. The galaxy was different now. It was not just a place of peace anymore. It was a place where peace was protected by those who knew how to fight. The Galactic Council had learned something important that day. Sometimes the best way to keep peace is to be ready for war. And nobody in the galaxy was better at being ready for war than the humans from Earth. The day the Galactic Council discovered Earth's war machines was the day the galaxy grew up. It was the day they learned that in the dark, dangerous universe, sometimes you need monsters on your side.